Yo, what's up, guys? It's DC Bakerlicious.
And this is Johnny Grimm.
At a certain point in their life, got tired of their life being shitty, and they decided to change by default. And that decision, and then the following grind is how you change. We them boys.
What's good, Dim Boys fan base? It's your main man, DC Bakerlicious, here with your favorite brown cow, known as Jonathan Grimm. He is a Grimm.
Grimm.
Guys, we're coming at once again through the power of D's nuts. It's amazing. Yeah, this podcast is going to be a little bit lighter. We're just going to be talking about, life and stuff, just some chill stuff, not too much. Recently we've had something pretty big happen in the gaming world. We've actually had a scenario. I know we talked about EA and Star Wars, right?
Yeah, we covered it.
Yeah, well, just came out today. Some guy on Reddit figured out, like, he was doing some stuff on Destiny, and he figured out, right, that when you're playing Destiny 2, the more you play the same activity, the less XP you get. Like, it says you get, like, say you get 5,000 XP for doing, like, a public event.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in all reality, once you reach level 20, the soft cap level, the more you play, the more it says you're getting the same amount of XP, but you're not. And what happens when you actually get a full XP bar is you get bright engrams. So what this was a strategy employed by Activision to get you to buy engrams, because it took you so long to do it. And matter of fact, Bungie said today that they were going to reverse the actual thing, so you finally get the XP you should be getting. So we're going to get a lot more bright engrams. Dude, I'm telling you, every major game developer is screwed, man. Like, if they cannot do this stuff, like, people are taking a hard stance right now,
I mean, how could they not, though?
I know. It's like, come on, man. We're tired of it.
Tired of it.
So tired of it. Like, I'm not thinking about it. Come on.
Yeah, I mean,
tired.
Developers have come to this conclusion, they think, that it's acceptable to keep pushing and pushing as far as they can. We've obviously seen it with EA. That's a story that's been beat to death. We've seen it time and time again. Call of Duty pushed the DLC as much as they can. You just seen it a lot. And like DC Bakes brought up in the past, we see a lot of indie developers being very successful without having to do that, and people appreciate that, and people are supporting those kinds of games even if they don't play them. Which, that alone should send a message. But now we're starting to see, the massive boycotts at EA. There's people going out on Black Friday telling people specifically, like, they're going to shop for other stuff, but if I see someone pick up that game, they're explaining to parents, they're explaining to other people, maybe this is why you shouldn't buy this game. We've seen that.
Yeah.
And that is crazy.
Yeah, it's having such a big impact, man, as a whole. It's like people are they're tired of it. They're tired of the bullshit. They're not going to deal with it anymore. I think that's great. I think it's about time,
Heck yeah.
I mean, come on, man. Like, how much do we have to go through as far as, like, especially with Star Wars Battlefront 2, they really messed with the wrong group when they decided to do that. They should have never done that. Like, that was really wrong for them to do. And now they know. Like, now there's a clear line in the sand as far as, like, what is able and what you should do and what you shouldn't do. Now it's done. Now they're like, you know what? This ain't good. This ain't working out no more.
Right. And I mean, come on now. You can't be doing that after you left us with an open wound after the first game. Come on.
I know. It's so insane to think how much it's changed just in, like, the past week.
Yes.
It's evolving every day.
Yes.
It's insane.
It's
really
craziness.
Is. So what games are you playing right now? Like, what games are you actually enjoying?
Man, I'll tell you, I've been playing more Smash Bros as time goes on than I thought, and I was playing only Smash 4, and now I'm starting to play like Super Smash Flash 2. I downloaded I got Melee and Brawl just to mess around on. But I dived back into the Pokemon universe recently with the launch of Ultra Sun and Moon, so I play that at work. Still working on Zelda here and there. But what I'm excited for is I'm trying to, kind of make it to this time is January 30th, we're getting Final Fantasy Dissidia NT, which I've been waiting for. And then I like the Digimon games, so when the new spiritual successor, the new sequel to Cyber Sleuth comes out in February, I'll be playing that. But for right now, man, it's just a lot of Smash. And I guess I should mention I've always voiced that I'm not a big Call of Duty fan, but I've been playing World War II much more than I thought I would be. I do want to say that I'd be playing more Persona 5 if I had like more time to just sit down at once and do it. But what about you? What have you been diving into? I know you've been sick for the past week, so it's been hard.
Rainbow Six Siege, like when I do play
So
Rainbow
good.
Six Siege, that's a great one.
So
That's really it. Like I've just been really getting into it. They got new operators and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just stuff like that. I mean, really, that's it. I was thinking about getting Call of Duty, not Modern War, World War II, because it didn't look that bad to me.
I'm enjoying it. Even with the server issues they've had, I respect that they're not really doing the whole you have to do loot boxes to get certain weapons thing. It feels more balanced than normal, which is kind of weird for me to say about a Call of Duty game. The maps aren't all the same cut and paste, 3-lane, everything. I mean, there's still 3 lanes in some of the maps, but there seems to be more asymmetrical design and more diversity. The war mode's kind of cool. So they got their shit together in a way, It's still not perfect, but I will say this, it's an enjoyable game. It's enjoyable. You don't feel the need to spend money to get ahead or anything. And the daily and weekly orders can be challenging, I guess, but they're fair. So, yeah, I feel like the game's very fair. I feel like the game is good for casual and hardcore players alike. And that almost pains me to say, but I gotta give credit where it's due. So I'm giving the credit where it's due.
Yeah, it's insane. It really is. Like, I was surprised. I was like, wow, it looks good because every one of my a lot of people, my friends list are getting it. My old clan has got it.
Yep.
But it looks good, man. I was just posting on Facebook a little while ago, and one of my friends that I knew, I met her like after high school. She apparently, I think she's one of those anti-vaxxers. I'm not
Okay.
sure. I hope not, but she posted a link to like a story where like Minnesotan hospitals, they actually fired 50 employees because they refused to get the flu shot. And they basically told them, they said, hey, either have a religious exemption for getting a vaccine or get fired, if you don't get it. And it's
Right.
just crazy, man. Like, I don't understand why people wouldn't get it. Like, the whole narrative was based off of lies, Like, it really was. It's ridiculous. It's so sad, too. It's like, come on. I mean, there's people that are dying, all because you can't accept the fact that, this is not the case. It's not true. Like, I mean, vaccines save lives. Like, that's it.
Well, science
All
proves
this,
that time and time again. So
I mean, it's just crazy how this idea can take hold, and it's been debunked a million times, and it's just sad. It's really scary, because it's stupidity at its most rampant.
oh, I do.
I mean,
That's something that I have a hard time wrapping my head around. That's one of those, the facts are literally right in front of my face. All the data I need, and I just don't want to believe it. So I'm going to use my confirmation bias from some small group study that can possibly debunk the truth. Like, it makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me.
none at all. It's sad because these people have, these kids can actually die.
Yeah,
a bunch
they're going to
of
suffer.
bunch
They're
of
going to
people
suffer,
die
then they're going to
because of
die.
it.
It's not fair.
It's so sad, you know. It really is. Like there's a whole bunch of people in this Somali community, like near Minnesota, and a bunch of them died because they were like, "Hey, don't get vaccinated," you know. It's like Jesus Christ, man, you know.
I don't know. I mean, the fact that we're starting to see things that haven't been around in a while, you know, that should be enough of a wake-up call for these anti-vaxxers, but it's not. So, I mean, I feel like they're one of the specific groups that it doesn't matter what kind of evidence you give them, they're not going to have their opinions swayed until something drastic happens, you know?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, people are definitely like that, and it's sad too, because you know it's not right. I mean, I don't understand why people think that it's okay because it's not. You know.
I mean, some people think it's okay to put milk in their bowl before their cereal.
They are the devil.
I know.
I mean, it's just sad. It's sad because ultimately people are good, but one bad thing can cause someone to just really do something stupid, you know, and that's the case.
Yep.
It just confuses me so much. It's like, why would you do that? Like, you're basing your stuff off of stuff that everybody says is bull crap. You know, why? Why are you doing that? You know, it's just sad. Everybody, I don't know if you know, I'm blowing the lid on this, but Johnny Grimm is actually anti-vaxxer. So,
Oh yeah,
I'm
definitely.
sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I
didn't want to tell you, but it's true.
It's, you know, Illuminati over here, Illuminati shit. I am.
Illuminati confirmed.
I'm the anti-vaxxer. Oh no! Don't be putting that needle in my child. Oh! It's not a podcast.
There we go.
It's not a podcast.
It's gotta happen.
It's gotta have it.
People are gonna start expecting that. Like, if you don't hear the dogs,
I know.
that's it.
It's not a podcast.
I mean, at least they don't do it constantly. You know, that's good.
Yeah, but they just gotta. They want their voices to be heard too, I guess. You know.
Exactly. They're like, come on. Like, you can't think about it. Like, I have got to be able to talk. You know.
My
crazy.
rice is my rice. You can't take these from me. Yo, I'm still so mad about Scalebound getting canceled.
I know that. I mean, I hadn't heard about the game until it got canceled, and when I looked at it, I was like, "Wow, the game looks amazing."
I know.
You know?
It's just sad, man. That would have been such a good game too. It really would have. Honestly, that was one of those games I looked at and I was like, this game could be mediocre and it could still be good. You know? Like, what the fuck? You could have a mediocre story and just give us this platinum game, solid gameplay, and I'll just take it and run with it. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know why, you know, these developers think they could get away with stuff that they can't. I mean, I'm just, I'm glad they're not able to get away with it anymore. But speaking of what you were talking about, peanut butter jelly time is amazing. But also, man, like that, I was thinking, man, I really want to get. I don't want to get a Nintendo Switch, but I do want to get the Breath of Zelda.
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild. That looks amazing.
The Switch is phenomenal. Why wouldn't you want a Switch?
Do you have a Switch?
I have a Switch. Yes, I do.
Oh my God, Jesus!
You
should have run an emulator.
No, you need a Switch. Fuck the emulator. The Switch is, dude. Honestly, I'm so glad that all these publishers, developers, and whatnot are pledging their, support and whatever for the system, because that's huge. Forget the fact that Nintendo's made a comeback and they put out one of the most, I would say, groundbreaking pieces of video game hardware in a minute. Forget that for a second. The fact that every single one of their IPs that they've dropped has been so substantial and such a force in the ratings and in the community. And it's one thing for a video game rater to rate something well or poorly. It's another thing when a community has nothing but overwhelmingly positive things to say about said software that belongs to a publisher or developer. And that's what's crazy. I've yet to meet someone that played Super Mario Odyssey and been like, the game's alright, or it's trash. Same thing with Zelda. Same thing with ARMS. Same thing with, the Mario Kart games. Like, any of the newer ones that they've released on the Switch, I'm, like, any of their IPs. Even Pokken Tournament, it was just the DX version, or Mario Kart was the DX version of what we already had, but people were, again, the game's polished. They're happy with it. It's a solid game. There's nothing unfinished or nothing really broken about these pieces of software. Now, granted, they can take DLC to make them better, like Breath of the Wild's doing, but find me an unfinished Nintendo IP on the Switch right now.
It's
You know?
crazy, man. Yeah, it's crazy. That is an amazing console that can come out and sell that well.
Yeah.
I mean, it really has sold
Especially after its last two
incredibly well.
essential failures.
Yeah, it's very true, man. It's very true. I mean, ideally, it would be amazing if all places would be like that. All, game developers would be as upstanding as they are, because they are upstanding.
Yeah. I mean, they have some interesting business practices and rules because they're from East developers. They're East developers, but
yeah, but in general, they're okay.
yeah.
So,
I'll tell you what, though, the fact that the Switch runs Doom, Skyrim, and what was the other one? Whatever, Doom and Skyrim as well as it does, both handheld and docked mode, is pretty awesome. That says a lot. That really does.
It sounds like it, man. It really does.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds like, it's amazing. Like, my friends, they got one for their kids, and we were playing Super Smash on it. Not Super Smash.
I was gonna
Mario
say,
Kart.
wait,
Mario
what?
Kart. Can you play Smash on it?
No, it's not there yet.
I wish, man. Oh, that would be dope.
I don't want to talk too much about Smash because
I know.
yeah, you'll get me going.
I know. I can't wait. Special guest, hopefully. Ooh. But yeah, dude, I'm telling you, man. Like, I can't wait to actually, see where this whole thing goes as far as like the industry and how it's gonna affect them and stuff like that long term.
Same.
I mean, I think it'll be good.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the future of gaming and what the Switch has to bring to it. Because, what it's done already is crazy. But, I mean, this is just the year one. We're not even in, the big years. The big years is, you see a couple of the main releases on, Wii U. Then year one, they did, like, a Mario game and a Zelda game. And then year two, they dropped Smash and some other big titles. So, we'll see.
Yeah, they'll probably do that. They'll drop Smash. They'll drop Smash game.
Like I said, I've said this before, I've said it 100 times, Smash fans would be happy with just about anything. Give us a freaking port. We don't care. We're probably one of the easiest communities to please, but we're also one of the competitive community is also one of the how do I want to word this? We're one of the most protective as well, I would say. We're pretty protective of our product.
I mean, they should be. It's a great product. I mean,
it is, and it definitely Smash is one of those labors of love. It definitely seems like that. That's not.
Yeah.
It's
When
not
is
a
our
fighting
special?
game.
When is our special guest getting there?
Our special guest will be here later tonight, and probably be in a different episode.
Oh, okay, all right.
That's why I'm trying not to
that's
touch
gonna be
too
good.
much on the
Yeah,
Smash.
I know. I didn't want to talk too much about it, but yeah, I'm telling you, man. Like, these developers, they need to watch out, and need to figure out what they're doing. They need to watch themselves. I mean, And I mean, I don't know if you guys have heard, but um, I am a firm believer that preserves are better than jam. And I really believe it. You know, I love preserves. Because it's actually like got some of the actual berry still in it, whereas jam, it does. I don't even know what the difference is, but I know I love preserves. I absolutely
Preserves.
love them. Preserves, yeah. I love. I like chocolate and preserves.
So weird.
Yeah, yeah. But also, guys, look, I was thinking about this. We got to give a shout out to Andrew Bowman. He is our first Patreon supporter. Do we have any more, Mr. Graham?
As of right now, we're sitting with Andrew.
We just have Andrew right now, but y'all can always donate for as little as $1 a month and get access to all of our exclusive duper stuff that we'll be coming out with later on. You know,
For
we already
sure.
have some stuff. We already have a whole backlog up there of our early mistakes, but
Yes.
hey guys, I mean, it's up there. So if y'all want to, I would do it. Also, thank you so much, Andrew. If you hear this, give me a call. I
We do
appreciate it. Send
appreciate
me a
it. Yeah,
text.
yeah.
Yeah, I
It's big.
appreciate it, man. I really do. Like, I mean, one of the best parts is like seeing one of your friends donate. It's like that means like they get your approval. You know what I mean? Like they approve
Right.
what you're doing.
Right.
That's amazing. You can't beat that.
I would agree, and it's also
Yeah.
nice to see like, again, $1. It's what? It's nothing.
No.
And it's nice to see that someone's willing to put that out there to help you. Keep your websites up, keep you being able to do what you want to do, and
Exactly.
that is huge. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
they're doing something they love, and it's not terrible. Here,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
yeah,
I feel you. I feel you. You know what? I think. Are you cool with ending it?
yeah,
You think we should just end it? Yeah. I think, guys, this one's gonna be a little bit shorter. We're not trying to do it too long. We're just trying to, make like a little something extra for y'all. Just, that's like our little condensed gaming one. That's our little condensed gaming episode
yeah. It's a little
where
chill,
we're
little
talking
chill.
about, yeah, just talking more relaxed. Dim boys propping their feet up.
Right.
But anyways, guys, I'm DC Bakelicious, and it's my co-star
Jenny game.
Johnny Graham, and he's signing out. I'm signing out too. Thank y'all so much for everything. We love y'all. Thank you, Andy. Have a great night. Have a great day. Papa bless. DC Bakelicious.
Johnny Green. Damn boys, we out of here.